Ladies and gentlemen, please, will you bring your attention to me? And in case anybody's wondering why the stream starting soon screen is different, is we're going old school. We're playing an old game, so I decided to bring back a near and dear, my first ever stream starting soon screen that the lovely Severn was nice enough to do for me back in the day. I still have it. I still break it out when I do something nostalgic or old. And that is what we're doing tonight. If I have my way, this is going to be a three-part series, just so this way it doesn't take me forever, because I'm going to be trying to do this as painfully as possible. Yeah, you've already seen the title of the stream, you know what I'm getting into, but let's recap, shall we? Have you ever played or heard of a game with so much controversy because of how different it was from the original? When during a time when it was only the second game of the series and people are already complaining of, oh, it doesn't follow the standard tradition, it doesn't meet the standard, this is not what we expected, when it's only the second game in the series. Don't you just want to slap those people? Now, don't get me wrong, I get it, especially when you look at where it went beyond for the games following. I get it is different, and I get some people don't like change, but you gotta appreciate the fact that they were willing to experiment and try to bring something interesting and not, you know, constantly repeating the same pattern over and over and over again like some games. You also look at the hardware limitations and everything in between. Plus, you gotta look at, the games at the time. Like, big competitor games were, a lot of them were side scrollers and had and RPGs, and they tried to learn from these mechanics and make something similar, but still felt like Zelda. And it's still up for debate as to, like, to my knowledge, this is still the most controversial game in the series because it's like, oh, it doesn't feel right, it's not quite Zelda, it doesn't play like a Zelda. And it's like, you got to remember, this is only the second game in the series. There was no quote unquote standard for the game, for the series as a whole at that point. And it is a continuation because of the fact that at the end of Zelda 1, you had obtained the Triforce of Power and the Triforce of Wisdom. There is still one more to collect, and this one actually kind of recaps on that. Your goal is to obtain the Triforce of Courage. And to me, and this is just my opinion, between the two games released for Nintendo, this one, in my opinion, was the better one. It offered so many different features compared to the first one. You still had a lot of similar ones. It didn't have nearly as many levels, but provided a challenge. So I think it still has a lot going for it. So let's go ahead and flip over. I'll let you guys see the intro and everything. I'm gonna be in Discord. Rain says that he may join me here in a little bit for a little color commentary. There's only seven dungeons in the game, so this could be short. I'm figuring to keep it around a three-part series, um, and I'm also doing this from memory, so that ought to be fun. So without further ado, let's get into it, and you guys can see for yourself. Track 1 of 7. Bum, 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 bum. No playing the first one. How dare. Hi, Strawberry! Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a big fan of the first game. Personally, between the two games from Nintendo, I'm not the biggest fan, but After Ganon was destroyed, Impa told Link a sleeping spell was cast on Princess Zelda. She will wake only with the power of the third Triforce sealed in a palace in Hyrule. To break the seal, crystals must be placed in statues in 6 well-guarded places. Link set out on his most adventurous quest yet. And that's basically the premise of the game. Alright, so we've already got a file in here. Again, the other perk of this being an RPG game, it tracked a lot of things. Are we ready to move on to track 2 of the game, and the one you will most commonly hear throughout this game? But this is the side-scroller thing that not a lot of people were happy about. Yes, hi Strawberry. Thank you for being so patient. But yep, nothing really special here to do in North Castle. There's the sleeping princess. And we just gotta hope that Link didn't do anything to her before we started the game. And then here's the overworld map. As long as we stay on the path, we're fine. If we step on the grass, boom. And enemies drop XP points, and obviously when you get enough, you level up. Rain's stupid autocorrect. It's okay, he's used to it at this point. So yeah, I can understand how it was, some people might find it a little weird and a little different, but you got your sword gauge, so we'll go over a few things as I get there, but get back here. And when you get your X amount of points, you get your level up, which you only have 3 categories in this one. So the higher your life, the less damage you take. The higher your magic, the less your spells cost. And the higher your attack, obviously, the more damage you deal. So the first thing we want to do for this, obviously, we can't get through that, is we want to go to the town here. Welcome to track number 3. Hello, young fellow. Return the crystal to the palace in Parapa. And you can go in houses and stuff. If all else fails, use fire. That sounds like something Rain feels on a regular basis on when talking about spiders. Welcome to Raru. Sorry, I know nothing. Are you the same? Sorry, I know nothing. 2 of the same woman, how about that? So there's also a lady who usually appears here in red, which I think she only appears if you're actually not fully healed. I am much too busy to talk to a stranger. Hello. Yeah, holy shit, makes me think of Fire Emblem Gaiden, yeah. So usually there's a lady in red here. If you're low on health, she'll invite you in to help you recover. Yeah. Only the hammer can destroy a roadblock. Thank you for that piece of information. What do you have to say? Hello. there's a lot of people that just say hello. Talk with my father before you leave town. I'm not asking for your hand in marriage. Each town has a wise man. Learn from him. Okay. Boink, boink, donk. Alright, wizard, what do you got? In Parapa Desert, use this magic to survive. And he gives us the shield spell, which reduces, obviously, as the name implies, will slightly change the appearance of Link for one screen, and will lower the amount of damage he takes for one screen. It's a Lala! Get candle in Parapa Palace. Go west. Thanks, kid. Now leaving the town of Raru. So that's pretty much the only thing we wanted to do before moving on to our first dungeon. Now, the other thing about the enemies is that as long as you're on a pathway and they trigger you, you actually won't encounter anything. And then you get some frames before they pop back up, so... Oh no, it's too dark in here. I can't see anything. Whatever will I do? If you look very briefly in some parts of the ground, you can almost slightly see the shadows of things crawling. Before we go to the palace, we're gonna go do one other thing to get ourselves powered up for the dungeon. Also, in this game, Link can't swim, so falling into the water equals an instant death. And the very painful thing about this particular Zelda game is that if you do encounter a game over, you go all the way back to the start of the game and have to travel all the way back to where you were to resume. Like that. That's what a death looks like. But I don't feel like taking a death that early on, so thank you to Switch for allowing me to rewind. And now we have more health. So there are only 4 heart containers to find in this game. Alright, so we're as prepared as we can be for this, so let's go take our first palace, which is this little thing right here. And welcome to the most notorious theme in any Zelda game. Anybody who's played Smash Brothers should almost immediately recognize this. These guys suck because not only do they deal damage, if you get hit, they take away experience points, so backwards regression on your leveling. Is that our Lord and Savior, Strife, our glorious waifu? Cedric! Hello, friendo! How are you? And yes, it is me, although I'm not necessarily sure I'm the glorious waifu that you paint me out to be, but I'll take it. Now, the other thing is about leveling is that each stat, attack, magic, and life has 8 levels. and you want them at max by the time you touch the final dungeon. So there can be a bit of a grind to this. The other sad things about these pricks. These things take fucking forever to kill, dude. When you're at level 1 sword. Ow. Yeah, the skull-looking orb things, when they damage you, they take away some of your magic. They drop you a whopping 50 points if you can kill them. Alright, hold on. Hi, Father Satan, how have you been, friend? I've been in the cages for a while. Finally got a few days off. Just happened to get some rest over cold. Yay for days off through the cold. Ah, yes, this old song that I used to think was a Fire Emblem song before I figured it out. It was an old Zelda theme. And yes, yay for days off. Yes, yays for days off for me too. I am on vacation for the next 7 days. Alright. Yeah, sure, we'll go ahead. We'll get the level up there. Bam, bam, ba-down, down. Another 30 points. Now, at least the nice part for this guy is that no other enemies will show up right here, so I can kill this guy freely for an extra 50 points. I remember as a kid trying to freaking hit this dude for the sound effect of the sword strike going in tune with the song. And I remember as a kid thinking, these guys are indestructible, aren't they? Down, 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 down. Alright. Do. Bitch. Need that. Down, 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 down. Do. Boom, another 50 points. And sure. Yay!
sure, I'll take that even though I don't need it. Also, every time that you level up, you automatically recover whichever you level up, so... Yeah, it's been a while since I've really done anything on my Switch since the whole debacle with Nintendo. Alright, so now we got 2 keys. Get back here. Yeah. So these first 2 dungeons are the easiest to get through. Everything that comes after that is pain. And in this game, the whole object is kill everything. Because you need, like I said, you need those levels for the Great Palace, which is the final dungeon. I remember the first dungeon pretty well enough. So, be a murder hobo. Yes, murder hobo is the name of the game. Looks like Castlevania 2, but somehow more painful. You have no idea. You absolutely have no idea how bad this one can be. There is some PTSD in my memory for this game. Like I said, a lot of this gets a little easier once you, like, there are 2 versions of this game I could play on the Switch NES expansion. I could have played this version where you start from scratch, or the other version which basically just starts you with almost every upgrade in the game and every spell, so it eliminates a lot of the work of having to traverse things. You still have to do the dungeons, you still have to get the items, find your heart containers and magic power-ups, but it really basically just removes anything that the town has to offer except for one particular town. Yeah, it's still actually a really fun game and still very nostalgic. This is also the game that introduced, this was the first game that a certain crazy fan favorite character or villain made his appearance in. And it's also one of the first instances I've seen in a game where it was just really easy to cheese a game's final boss. Because if you want to do the cheese hack, you can do the final boss without taking a single bit of damage. But it is possible to defeat him with challenge, so... Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade the attack power, so hopefully those guys won't take a crap ton of time to kill anymore. 5 minutes later. Now it'll only take 4 minutes. And somehow between the first game and this game, Link manages to lose all the items that he got from the first one. Thank you. Damn it, Rain! You distracted me. And there's immediately another level up. Okay. I'm redoing that. Hold on. Because that was gay. And there's our first magical item. Because Shaggy is William Afton. And then, of course, in traditional Legend of Zelda fashion, there's the annoying sound when you're low on life. Damn it. There's always low health beeping on Super Metroid. Hi, Laughing More! Welcome to another one of the few games that I had for NES that still holds very good memories for me, and my nightmare at the same time. Nope. That was bullshit. He fucking came at me too fast. He was like, he came at me like, give me your money! I don't have rent this month. Give me your money! Link to the Past. Yeah. See, the other thing is, like, I never liked, like, I started watching my dad play this game. So then if Strife was going through old hard Nintendo games, Strife would beat me in lost levels without level skips. I don't know. I got the weird urge to play this, and I know, like, Rain has never actually seen this game, so it's just like, you know what, why not? I mean, you see how well I'm doing at it. I'm having to take advantage of the little perks that the Switch version throws on here. But yeah, no, like, I never liked watching my dad or my mom play the first Legend of Zelda. It looked boring to me. But I loved watching my dad play this one. And for whatever reason, I remember getting the giggly fits when I saw certain things. And I don't even remember what it was that I saw that made me giggle incessantly. Bullshit. I haven't seen that much of the game. Well, I'm basically still right at the beginning. I'm at the very first dungeons of the game. But yeah, this game still has a lot of controversy surrounding it. It's not what a Legend of Zelda game should be. And you guys are experts considering it was only the second one of the series? I walked right into that. Link Between Worlds is great. That's, again, it was nice that with the convolutedness of the Legend of Zelda storyline or timeline, I don't think there's very few games that are direct sequels. Like, this is a direct sequel to the first one. Majora's is a direct sequel to Ocarina. Link Between Worlds is a direct sequel to Link to the Past. I think Oracle of Ages and Seasons are sequels. Thank God there's a fairy in the dungeon. Boom. Sure, let's take less damage. Sure. It's very attractive once you call it. The water one could be sequels to Wind Waker. Yeah, there's like before Ganon 1, after Ganon 1. And you can tell by the curtains here. Welcome to the boss. Horsehead. And in true Castlevania fashion, you can only do damage by hitting him in the head. And bye-bye. Ah, don't cancel that. Bye-bye. A tidbit of trivia, I mean. Alright, I want to check one other thing real quick, because once you put the gem in the pedestal, the dungeon becomes a mountain block thing, so you can never return to it. So the other tips, tricks I would recommend if you're ever playing this, if you are close enough to a level, get it before you leave, because putting a jewel in the pedestal will automatically take you to your next level up. And the other thing is that only certain enemies respawn. And there's the future left behind with no Link timeline, past after Link goes back timeline, and Link dies timeline. That's a lot of freaking timelines. It's almost hard. Kingdom Hearts is actually easier to track versus the Legend of Zelda series. Yeah, Legend of Zelda is rather complex. There are a total of 8 spells in this game, 2 actual combat upgrades, and 7? No, 8. 8 power-ups to obtain. Or special treasures. Alright, this should give me my level up. Just keeps. Alright, so attack goes up to level 3. So yay, more damage. So we can go complete the dungeon and it'll automatically give us our next level. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And Hyrule Warriors kind of merges them all together, then we get a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, technically not officially, but it's the only way Zoras and Rigas exist at the same time, makes any sense, yeah. So at least, no, because two of them are obtained outside of a dungeon, so each dungeon has one power-up, so that's 6, and then there are 2 that you can get someplace else. And we'll immediately get magic up to level 4. And then, boom, it's now a block. We can never go back here. So, actually not decent progress. I'm already halfway to max on life. Magic! And now, with the candle, the caves are illuminated. Alright, so let's go get a couple things real quick before we press onward. This is just going to save me a little trouble. The trophy! That is actually not a special item, that's just something I need in order to get an upgrade. 5. Surprised you just don't max out attack, that would make leveling faster. This is true, but... I just kind of take them as they come. Alright. And then we're going to go down here. Because now that we can see... And there's our first magic upgrade. Yep, so shield, when we first got it, cost 32 magic, which I'm not sure how it separates in the blocks. Like, how much points are quote-unquote in the box. But when we first got shield, it was 32 MP to use, and now it's down to 16. Alright, so now we need to go here and get our foreshadowing of a love interest, I guess. Town of Ruto. There's a lady in red. Please, let me help you. Come inside. I can restore your life. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I know nothing. I know that guy too. Hello. Hey, yo. Old lady, come here. Hammer. Spectacle Rock. Death Mountain. I am Error. The fuck did I just hear? What you'd like to know, Rain? Find magic in a cave south of the castle. We have another lady in red. You saved the trophy. Come inside.
I have a shotgun, a lightning sword, and a dream.
Lady in red, more like lady to be bred, am I right? Oh! With this, you can jump very high. And we now have a jump spell. Hey, look at that. We've got 2 spells. Use keys in palaces they are found in. You don't say. Do not go south without a candle. Now leaving the town of Ruto. Now, the jump spell is required in order to progress, because until we get the hammer, the only way to the other part is through this cave, and you can't get through it without the jump spell. Was half expecting you to get the infamous glitch there. Now we use the jump spell and woo, look at that.
Oh god, mistakes have been made! Mistakes have been
Blind
made!
umpire!
I forgot they explode. I forgot they explode.
Hello, Thank you for the raid. How are you this evening? And Cynthia got to hear the notorious. Oh, you. Forgot that was your raid alert. Yes. Alright, so technically I don't need it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, because I have to come back here, so. Alright. Now, this town, Water Town of Saria. Sorry, I know nothing. Sorry, I know nothing. Sorry, I know nothing. Could you be any more obvious about that? Eyes of Ganon are everywhere. Be careful. Sorry I mentioned, yep. I found a mirror under the table. A wet town too. God dang it, Cinder. Gosh darn it. In Midoro Swamp, find a handy glove. What about a handy? Hello, young fellow. Stop and rest here. Oh no, it's Granny. I can give you magic. Come back anytime. Yeah, the Granny in orange will heal you. Let me be. Master is in woods north of river. Granny has invaded Zelda. Please let me help you. I am much too busy. There's no escaping Granny. Only townfolk may cross this river. There was one other thing I wanted to do here.
Oh god, mistakes have been made! Mistakes have been made!
You just wanted to hear the
I
radar
forgot they
again.
explode. I forgot they explode.
Oh, you found my mirror. Follow me. Bow, 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 bow. No, stream was being a butt. And our third spell. Use this magic to restore your life. Adequately named the life spell. Alright, so we now have 3 out of the 8 spells in the game, and one of them is actually useful. Alright, so we can't really do anything until we go do something. The pea bag. No, 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 no! Thank you. We can't have that. A useful spell? I know, right? What is the world coming to? No, 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 no. Ah! You! Haha! Don't know why, but sometimes stream will just cut out. And with that corny quip, I bid you all a pleasant evening, morning time zone. And in case we don't see you, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. You didn't see the face, but I did the face. Trust me. You have to take my word on this one. So, okay, as we can see, we have a lot of things here we can't really do without a certain item. Alright, let's go deal with the torture. Any more bouncy things? All that for a point bag? No, I'll take it. And the problem with adjusting setting is I'm streaming straight from the PlayStation. Playing this off the Switch, right? Yep. It just makes my life a little easier to do it this way. I haven't had the greatest of lucks with emulators, so... Alright, and life level up. So I can take more hits. As everybody knows, with my Resident Evil 2 OG stream... Oh, that's the thing. You can actually get original RE123 legit on PC now for decently cheap too. Oh yeah, I haven't updated you guys about this. My card is dead and my PC overheats, so I need to get a new fan and maybe thermal paste. No clue until I can afford to get it fixed. I got them recently to torture myself in streams later. We look forward to the torture and your return. Alright, let's go do our second dungeon. Get over there, get over there. No! Alright, gotta see if I can remember how to do this one. So this goes dead end. I think if I remember correctly, I want to go all the way down to this one first. Thinkers return to streams? Yay! Ow! It's another dead end. I think I want to go all the way down first. He says one day. And there's a Rain. Hi, Rain.
Hello.
Looking forward to the triumphant return of Father Simberg. Bye-bye. No. Alright, you freaking knockoff King Koopa. All that for a key.
Knock off King Koopa that almost kicked the crap out of you.
I was never good with hammers, man.
Don't let a slime ball take you down, bro.
Die. Don't think, just die.
I'd almost be on the same level of getting beat by a furball outside Greg Minister.
These guys should go down a little faster now. Not much faster, but still a little faster. I mean, technically, if I just wanted to boot up my laptop and deal with that, I could stream the originals from my PlayStation. Just, my laptop is very hit and miss, so... Alright, I think this will work. Yes. So, little cheap way to recover magic. Especially since not all palaces have a fairy in them, so... Bye-bye. You committed seppuku.
That one just committed Sudoku. It's just like lava look pleasant. Blech!
There we go. Gotcha, bitch! Ah! Where's Zell when you need her? She'd probably be sleeping. She at bedtime. She's in Beth.
Beth.
Another 50 points, thank you. And then dunk, dunk, dunk. Kill everything. Murder hobo. Movies like Congo made me terrified of lava as a kid. I don't think I did. I don't think I had anything from my childhood that made me fear lava. Now quicksand.
That's a whole other story, yeah.
Yeah, quicksand. I had more nightmares about quicksand than I did freaking lava.
Quicksand is pretty horrifying.
Yep, the Beastmaster movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. A couple of. You should be a dead end as well. Yes. Do 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 do. Thank you for jumping into that. And I have no more keys. Yep, I'm gonna need to go back out here. I think there was one other place I needed to go. I think. I remember there was some old animated movie that made me have a nightmare of some black tar like goop once. Never Ending Story was another one that made me freaking flip out over quicksand. Once I get my first attack upgrade, you guys will be so much easier to deal with. Gotta backtrack a little bit because there was one place I didn't check. Ow. I'm trying. Oh yeah, the Blob was another movie that freaking gave me horrid. Just like no.
I still remember watching Fubar. That was an interesting one.
I can imagine. These dungeons are actually kind of complex in terms of like you need to remember how to traverse them. And also, in case you weren't clear, falling into lava is instant death as well.
Well, one would expect so.
Yep, so the gargoyle heads, if you have any fears of Castlevania, is like the Medusa heads, and they are like the other freaking enemies that drain your XP if they hit you. Alright, so I think I want to go down here real quick and then over here. Sure. It's like watching a DVD thing. And I still failed. I remember being a bit traumatized by some scenes in Secret of Nim as a kid. I think I remember having some weird dreams or just not fondly looking back on a lot of scenes from Fern Gully, the Last Rainforest. So, did you enjoy your nap?
Yeah, it was nice.
Alright, attack power level 4!
Yippee!
Boom, that's what I needed. Down, 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 down. The final dungeon of this thing gave me some freaking nightmares as a kid too. Like PTSD of a certain enemy that just appears out of nowhere, and he only appears in the final dungeon. So Go away already. Thank you. Alright, so if I remember correctly... Alright, this goes back outside. Let's go recharge MP. Because you can abuse this mechanic. All you have to do is exit and go back in. And the red ones always fill your HP to max. Look at this nerd! Zarok! Zarok Lekak Grande! Yes, I am nerding out over such nostalgia. You got a problem with it, sir? You got a problem with me being a nerd?
I mean, he calls you a nerd like it's a bad thing.
I mean, this is true. It's like, do we still consider nerd an offensive term these days?
Not really. We've kind of embraced it at this point.
Yeah. No problem. No problem. Only nerd. Is steaming pile of nerd.
Nerd!
Alright. Bring it, you frickin'... I know you're here. Where are you?
Gotcha. Twice.
Twice. I mean, nerds are considered hot these days. I guess that depends on who you talk to. How are you, the golden son? The golden child? That's not really golden, but looks like a Viking. Do you still look like a Viking? Have you... Have you gotten your Viking look back? Hair got chopped. No!
BRB.
And down we go. Aha! Nice. Beard got chopped too. No! Doom, doom, doom. Oh gosh, the secret of him. Strawberry's finally catching up on it. And we have the Power Glove. How soothing. Strawberry knows the scenes I'm talking about. Now you're playing with power, Nintendo power. Because we got the Power Glove. Which the Power Glove only really does one interesting thing that is to my benefit. It breaks blocks! It allows me to have enough strength in my right hand, or left hand depending on which way you're facing, to break bricks, yeah, something like that. I mean, you don't need the power glove for that. Just give you a night or two alone and you'll build the muscle for it. I'm perfectly innocent. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, Center freaking Rain renewed Strawberry's emote, her sub, so she could use the emote, "You be in trouble." Do 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 do. So at least the nice thing about these dungeons is that you're guaranteed at least 6 levels. Guaranteed. Also have your own personal emote. Strawberry be dangerous, she got her own emotes. Which I imagine getting used a lot. Yep. Yep, there was anytime you mentioned Nanako, you were bound to get some type of Angie Strawberry. Bye-bye. Alright, now I think we'll actually use the shield spell. Bye-bye. why not? And life level 6. Alright, that's 2 dungeons done. In just a little over an hour. Is it this one or the first game super fucking hard? Technically both, depending on how you want to look at it. Speaking of spiders. Alright, so let's see here. Nope, this isn't what I wanted. Aha. This is who I wanted. Bagoo is my name. Show my note to Riverman. Riverman. Let me out of here! Now, there were some other interesting things that you could do to cheat the system a little bit. You could skip some of these. If you timed your movement just right with an encounter, you could actually skip things. If you timed it right. I don't know if you can actually do it with the bridge. Yeah, I don't think you can do it with the bridge. Can't abridge it. Oh, Rain. Rain, why? Why you do this? Hey, baby. Use your hands and make me feel better. You know Bagoo? Then I can help you cross. The pun, Rain. The pun. We're back in Saria. Now we're leaving Saria to her wetness. Alright, we will take a quick break here. I was going to stop after I did the second one, but since it's only been about an hour and a half, I'm going to go a little bit longer, and I'm going to do the absolute first worst thing about this game. Death Mountain. Mm. Alright, I'm back. Let's enjoy the suffering, because Death Mountain is by far the hardest part of this game outside of the final dungeon. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Doesn't seem that hard, right? Sure, we'll take the heal. That guy's such a dick. Alright, and I think we want to go... I think here. I just wanted that recharge. Damn it. Sure. Gimme. Yeah, I keep hitting the wrong button. misclicks, I imagine. Strife presses the wrong button. Never. No, I do it more often than I'd like to admit. I think this is the way I want to go. Nope. Not the way I wanted to go. I mean, you've seen me play Final Fantasy. I hit the freaking button all the time. And there's the hammer. I just gotta get the hell out of here. You know, I'll take that. Nope, screw that. Screw that. I'm out of here. Screw that guy. And his whole family. And now with the hammer, whack. And our second magic upgrade. I remember that being such a funny animation as a kid. And we're done with Death Mountain, at least the nice part is. Now we just got a pain in the ass to go here. Oh no, bubbles. So now the cool thing, now that we have the hammer, is we can check a few things that we originally did not have access to before. Like, we can now, boop, break that. And now we're back at the very first town of the game. How about that? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And inside this cave, we have our second heart upgrade. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There was one other thing we could do. Yippee! Just a fairy hanging in there. Ow. Sure, let's take that. And there's that. Which is another item we need for something later on. Or coming up soon, one or the other. Bye. You bitch. No, I don't want your Girl Scout cookies.
Cookies?
No, Rain. Chill. And this brings us to the harbor town of Mido. Or Mido. Hello. I need your magic hands, lady.
Riveting conversations.
Mm-hmm. Such great conversationalists. Hello, young fellow. Ask Error of Ruto about the palace. I don't want to go to Ruto. Why do I want to go to Ruto?
But thou must.
The island palace in the south has a raft. You don't say. Grandma. I need that help. Thank you, Grandma. You're so kind. The Watcher of Life. Quick, come with me. This magic word will give you power. And that gives us the fairy spell. Fairy power! Now, unlike the other towns, this one actually has an extra secret. An extra thing, if you will.
A thing?
Find magic in a cave in Morog Swamp. You don't say. There's one other thing we can do here that, unlike other places, there's 2 things you can get from here.
Intrigued.
And then we have to jump on top of the church. I know, sacrilege. When you jump, press downward to stab. So now,
You're using your sword like a pogo stick?
Yep. Oh,
Well then.
what is this? A stream streak? Strawberry is back and back with a stream streak? What is going on in the world? Alright, so let's go all the way back to Ruto, which now that we have the hammer, it makes it so much easier to do. But, case in point with the whole, the perks of the weapon upgrade, or the attack upgrade, it's probably one of the easiest places to do it at. Because most of the enemies here are going to be slimes. Doesn't that make it so much easier?
Yeah.
I could just whack, whack.
Changes the entire...
It makes fighting so much easier because I don't have to do like lower or upper body. I can now just jump and puncture their head. This was Ruto, right? Yes. So now we need to go find Error, the guy who said, "I am Error." We remember that guy. Whack-a-mole!
I still stand by the idea that's a weird name for a dude.
South of
I believe that
King's
was Error.
Tomb in Mido is a
Oh, that's
tunnel.
not Error. Where is it?
That is Error. But now that we've been told to seek him out, he actually offers us other information. You don't say!
God, yeah, this really does feel like Fire Emblem Gaiden.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of Dragon Warrior with the the map progression.
And don't get me wrong, I like Fire Emblem Gaiden.
Probably it's like one of those, it's just like, it's not the best of the series. Alright, so...
They remade it as Shadows of Valencia. Oh god! It's those things.
Yep. This is King's Tomb. Alright, so Error said south of King's Tomb.
You fell down a hole.
Now remember that spell we just got?
Mhm. Oh my god, you literally turned into the fairy. That's kind of fantastic. Honestly.
Tis funny
You don't
indeed.
do well with boomerang and hammer guys, do you?
Or anything else for that matter. Oh. And this brings us to our third palace, the Island Palace. Do. It's a 300 points.
Yeah.
And plus sometimes it'll give you that.
I thought that was like the Earthbound concept going on there.
Alright, we'll do one more.
Where the thing with Earthbound is if you get hit mortally wounded, as long as you heal your character before they run out, they'll survive.
Ah, okay.
It's an interesting aspect of the mechanics. You gotta hit that guy on the bottom.
Yup. Now the other interesting thing with the downward stab.
Yeah. Oh.
I can now dig traps.
Nice. I was pretty sure you'd hit that guy.
You
No.
bitch. All of a sudden, I don't know how to hit anything! And I get caught by the boomerang.
Oh no.
Really?
Oh no.
Alright, there we go.
That was rough.
Yeah. Gotta be very careful. I know how to jump. Ah! There we go. Do 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 do. Bye. Let's rewind a little. Oh, all right. Since I am
Oh, that was brutal.
which part?
The long drop into the stab.
Alright. No. I did not consent.
Your compliance is not a factor.
No. Down. Do 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 do. I think I want to go this way.
Isn't that the way you originally came? No, maybe not.
No! That sucked.
Oh.
Alright, so I just need to rework that jump. There we go. My game. You consented when you decided to play the game. Strawberry,
Yeah.
I don't need you taking the father-centric mentality. Oh, crap. Crap, 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 crap. And there's the item.
It's a raft. You got the thing.
I got the thing. I got the thing and the thing and the thing. No. No! You stay.
You're not gonna let him commit Sudoku?
Nope. And if I could frickin'... Because the nice thing is that every, like, 6 or so enemies you kill, they drop a magic vial.
Mm.
And enemies like that makes my life a lot easier. No, 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 no! Stupid. Here's one other thing I want to check here, and the nice thing is with the rewind I can check without fear and just reset it. Okay. Oh, you bitch. Just like immediately, oh shit, he's coming! Jump! No!
Oh Lord, he coming. Run.
Run. Dun, 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 dun. Almost. Almost. It's just a shame
again,
the... Once again, it's like, nope, fuck this shit, I'm out. Bye-bye, Bobby. I just need a little more. Oh!
There's something slightly cathartic about catching them just before they
Just before they say, nope, I'm ending it on my own terms. Sure, why not? I'll take the magic. Okay.
The only problem would be if they decide to do it, you get them and then the potion falls into the lava.
Yeah, there is that. Gotta be quick on that. Alright, so now we go down. Okay, just fall off. Think I care? Yeah, I do. Just a little bit.
You do quite a lot, actually.
Oh, you bitch. No, 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 no. That is just a trap, dude.
Oh no.
Screw you, dude. Oh, you bitch. You bitch. There's a baggie down there. Yeah, fuck it. I don't want the baggie. I don't want the baggie. I want the baggie, but I don't want the baggie. I feel this is going to be painful. Oh, no, not you. Oh. Yep. You know, I will take that death. Oh, really? Hold on, wait. There. That's why I'm not wasting magic for nothing.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm pretty sure this fight would be damn near impossible if I didn't have the downward stab.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Oh, in the air.
Nice.
And there is 3 palaces out of the 6 main ones done.
Damn.
Sure. I'll take the life up. Down. Just die. Out of here. Alright, so now the fun part, now that we have the raft. But the enemies are very fucked up on this side now. Down. Come here, fairy. Thank you. I think there was... Yep. Those are Tektites. And they can't be harmed with your sword.
Hmm.
Is there anything interesting in there? Yeah! A point bag. Rain, they hurt so much.
They do.
You gotta be very careful, very careful, very careful, very careful. All that for a freaking point bag. Okay. Crap. I can be careful, I can be careful, I can be— ah! I don't like this game. No! Oh! I made it. Where are we now? Welcome to Naburu. You must save Hyrule. That's kind of the plan, lady, but thanks. Says the one that has fond memories of this game. With boots, I could walk on the water. Don't you call me out like that, Strawberry.
Well done, Strawberry.
Oh, but it's my job. No!
No.
I am thirsty. Yes, yes you are. Want to get some water? Yes. I'll just take some of that fountain water. You have water. Come to my house. It's a trap!
It's a trap.
Doink, doink, doink. This magic will make your sword shoot fire.
You can shoot fire with my sword now? Bitchin'!
And appropriately named the fire spell. It's a tarp.
It's a tarp.
I guess
Love
it's
that.
better. I guess it's better than it being a rain delay.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Jump in a hole in the palace if you go. See a man in Darunia before the islands. I cannot help you. The river devil eats those who are weak. The river devil? Dots. You are persistent. Find heart over ocean. Right. A little over 2 hours, that's not bad. Fuck you! Bye.
Shoot motherfucking flames out of my sword.
Shit. Give me that.
You can only strike them when their eyes are open.
Mm-hmm. Mountain town of Darunia.
I thought you wanted to be a murder hobo. Murder hobos kill everything and not try and run.
I'm working on it, Strawberry. Please save our town. You, lady, please give me the life, the touch of life.
Give him the healing hand.
Yes. Yes. The hands of
Okay,
healing.
Okay, dude, chill.
The palace has a false wall.
It doesn't mean it has wall meat.
Nope, no wall meat. It plays like
Aw.
Castlevania, but it's not. Rescue the kidnapped child on the island. But the child's right here. A powerful knight lives in this town. Alright, so... Let's go rescue a child then. Because that's what I wanted to do with my day. Not that I'm trying to find a Triforce, save a princess, save the kingdom. No, I suppose I could side quest it. Who kidnapped the child? Somebody kidnapped a child. They just asked me to rescue a kidnapped child. If I remember correctly, the kidnapped child is... Gimme. Yeah! Hold that kid high! Look, I found a child! And there is one other thing we can do while we're here, because there is palace number 4 right there. And I... No! Link, put that child down. You're not my mom.
Mm.
And no, it is this way. And then I believe. Damn it. Up and over through the woods and boom. Our second to last magic upgrade.
The penultimate.
Gimme. I can't afford to risk it anymore, Captain. Not enough. Not enough. No. No. You bitch. You bitch! You bitch! You suck! I just want to survive, man! Lady with the magic hands?
Bam, 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 bam. Alright, so let's go talk with the lady who asked me to rescue her child, or the child, or somebody's child. You are a hero for saving my child. Come. That doesn't sound good. Granny, what are you asking me to do? Doop, doop, doop. This magic will strengthen a shield. And that gives us the reflect spell. And look at that, we have 6 of the 8 magic spells in this game. And one of them is absolutely useless, except for one thing. Alright, what? Bam, 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 bam. And the thing. The thing! Ah! I believe I can make it over there. I believe. No, I don't believe anymore. How quickly I know I changed my tune. Down, 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 down. And here's the swordsman. When you jump, press up to stab. Now I can do it up and down, up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And that's all the combat upgrades.
Nice.
Down, 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 down. And I'm pretty sure that's all we have to do here, so it's off to the 4th palace we go. Give me the juice. No! I got bubbled.
Yes, you did.
No, 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 no. Bad, bad. I will not tolerate the incest. You're not allowed to have the juice. Hey, that's just mean. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Strawberry laying down the law. Oh my god.
Floating eyeballs and spiders? It's Rain's wet nightmare come true. Rain's sitting there thinking, why you gotta drag me into this, huh? What did I do?
Quite literally, what the fuck did I do to get stuck with a quote-unquote wet nightmare?
You are the Wonder Twin. Welcome to my nightmare. Alright, so now... This is the Maze Palace. No, 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 no. Aha. I'm smarter sometimes.
Hmm.
Why? Of course you would. Alright. Alright. Alright, so that's half of the game right there, so so yeah, we'll
Damn.
yeah. Half of the game. We've got 4 out of the 8 magic items, 6 out of the 8 spells, 3 out of the 4 magic upgrades, 2 out of the 4 heart containers, both weapon upgrades, so life is almost max. We're 2 levels away on magic and 3 levels away on weapon. And we still have 3 guaranteed levels from palaces. So that's most of my work right there being done, so yeah, that'll do for tonight. I did a little bit more than I originally planned, but 2.5 hours in, and yeah. Nobody's really streaming that I have to raid. Loyally Bear, playing Apex. But alright, but yeah, so I'll call it there for now. We'll do probably the next 3 and the next one, which I may do tomorrow if it's this short, or maybe Thursday since I have a few things to do. And then hopefully maybe like Saturday I'll do the grand finale of the game. So you have friends? That sounded really rude. I'm sorry, Strawberry. um who who should we raid? That sounded really insecure. Oh, I've got 3. I've got like 3 or 3 or 4 that are alive right now. I mean, I thought about raiding Zordon, but I don't know 100% what she's doing. She's got something Final Fantasy related. So, yeah, we'll go raid Zordon. I haven't raided that lady in a while. Giggity. So yeah, I'll be back probably. Well, I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming this week because I do want to bring back the Persona threesome. So maybe just for trite and trueness of it all, I may try and go for like Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully, if Zell wants to, we will be doing more Final Fantasy 14 stuff on Monday and then Tuesday. So um, to round out my vacation. So, but yeah. So Zorlon is just chatting right now, but it looks like she's got some like Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy in general stuff doing. So make sure you guys give Zordon some love. She's awesome. For those of you who don't know or don't remember, she's a singer, songwriter, and streamer. So make sure you give her a big hello. Till next time, everybody, have a good night.
Have a good night, all.